Hello. Oh, the muted thing is not working. That's okay. Let's turn this music back on. Hi. Hi. Oh, I tried to wave to the camera, but my VTuber doesn't have hands. I forgot about that. But yeah, VTuber's back. I forgot I could do that now. Yay! Hi, Blue! Thank you for the kitty kiss. Hi! Hello! Let me know how the music is, if it's too loud. I feel like it's a bit loud. Let me turn it down. Okay, so I don't really know what this game is about, but when that whole like, oh my gosh, I feel like it's been like a year since I bought this or something. Maybe not that long, but I bought this a long time ago. When I was, could it be a year ago? I feel like the like visual light novel or visual novel sale on Steam was in November, but that's like a whole year, a whole year ago. But yeah, so when the visual novels and stuff were on sale on Steam, I just bought a whole bunch of them because I love visual novels. They're my favorite game. They're like my favorite thing to do, and so I just bought a whole bunch of them, and I never got to play all of them, and so slowly we're gonna get through them. But I don't really know what this one is about. I just know that there's going to be some stuff, some bad stuff. And it's called Bad End Theater, so I'm guessing it's gonna be like kinda yucky maybe. Visual novel is like Doki Doki Literature Club, right? Yes, it is. It's like a story. It's a story and you get some choices. Usually not very many choices, but you do get choices. And then you get like different endings. But yeah. I have actually never watched anyone play Doki Doki Literature Club, so I don't really know, but I do know that it's a visual novel. But let's go. Oh, there's going to be an ad. Spoiler for Respawn, me and Respect won? What do you mean? What do you mean? What's that supposed to mean? Okay, let's start the game. Do tell me what you mean though. I mean, come on, we still got 24 hours. I mean, you never know. You never know what could happen. And we're on a team, right? Or we're not on a team, but we're allies. So I feel like I have a good chance. I'm allies with the people with the most time, and I feel like that has like, that gives me a chance. You know? Okay, let's play this game, shall we? Thank you for watching ads if you do watch ads. Oh, my ears are touching chat. That's probably fine. I think I moved chat when I was using the PNG tuber, and now it's a little bit low again, but it'll be fine. Anyway, Blue, how are you doing today? Okay, welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. Oh? You will make many choices, unlock darker and darker paths. Ah! What the hell? I'm okay. Woke up about an hour ago. Oh, that's nice. That's good. Also, hi, Sunny. How are you doing? Been feeling sick in the morning when I wake up for some reason. Oh, that's not good. But welcome in, Sunny. I hope you feel better soon, Blue. You'd stop feeling sick in the morning. I've actually had a migraine like almost every day for a bit, and I need to figure that out. I need to stop having migraines. It's really annoying. But after a couple hours, I feel better. That's good. Hi, I'm surviving. Thanks for asking. How are you? As I said, like, I'm good, but oh, gosh. I'm just rubbing my nose. I forgot I had the tab open. Oh yes! I remember you just always have my tab open. That is so funny. I like that. But yeah, I've had a headache like every single day, and then I've had a migraine like every third day or something, and it's getting kind of insane at this point. But I do have a doctor's appointment on the 6th of December, so I'm thinking I'm gonna tell my doctor during that appointment. Whew. I've had head pain. I have head pain. It's called puppy. Oh, but your puppy is so cute. Puppy? Having puppy is good. Puppy is not head pain. Puppy is good. We'll make many choices unlocking. Oh yeah, I already read this. Tragic events. But first, allow me to explain how it works. Okay. To begin the tutorial, select which doll you would like. Ooh. Puppy adorable. Yes, adorable. Adorable? No, it's adorable. It's ooh speak. She turned 1 in 3 days. Oh my god, happy birthday to your puppy. Which one do I choose? Do you guys want to be... I feel like choosing the evil one is kind of like basic, but I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be more fun. Okay, we're doing the demon doll. You control the demon doll. You're a fierce looking guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? Attack it? Wicked? Wait. Let's play nice to start. And then as the game goes along, we figure out what we really want to do. But let's play nice at the beginning. Oh! Oops. You tried to make friends with the human doll, but it kills you in cold blood. How ruthless. I did not expect this. Bruh. Exactly. You found your very first bad ending! But don't worry, the story need not end here. My god, we're like 5 minutes in and I already have a bad ending. Let's reset the stage and try again. This time, try controlling the other doll. Okay, you control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy just minding your own business. How will you interact with the demon doll? Hostile. Is this like a hint? Is this like a hint of what the demon is doing? I feel like now I have to attack it. Or else I'll die, right? But I also wanted to just see what happens if I play nice. Oh! You and the demon doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends. Why, this isn't a bad ending at all. I should have written out this possibility. It's just... I should have written out this possibility. It's just not suited to my theater whatsoever. Wait, is this supposed to say I shouldn't have? Bro, I don't know. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you choose during your last playthrough. Oh! I think since when I played, like, if I'm understanding correctly, since I played the demon and I said to play nice, and then the next time that demon is still played by me and it's playing nice, right? If I'm understanding correctly. But now you turn But now you can turn each one on or off without having to replay from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Oh, that's so interesting. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to make my own game. It's just, it's a process, you know? Now try turning the doll's behavior on and off to see the different outcomes. Okay. Hostile. Okay, what if they both attack? What does this button do? Is this like play? Do you understand how to play? No? Yeah, I get it. Explain from the beginning. I think I get it. This game saves your progress automatically, so just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Okay, so we want to collect the bad endings? That's interesting. I feel like... Wouldn't you want to collect good endings? Now, without further ado, let's start the show. Losing is winning? Okay. Maybe it is. That is so interesting. Ooh. You are the hero, a maiden, an underling, the overlord. Ooh, I want to play an underling. You're a demon underling in the service of the overlord. Underling is so cute. It is. That's why I picked it. Wait, let me do this. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Okay, fair enough. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. The overlord is really cool. You feel like you're gonna... This font is kind of difficult to read, especially when I have like reading difficulty. Sorry if I ever read anything wrong, guys. Reading is hard, okay? Feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the overlord to your friends. They agree that she is kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. Let's go! Overthrowing the overlord! You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. Okay, this is getting interesting. Let's go indeed! This is exciting. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. No! Let's overthrow her! No! You're sick of this overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new overlord. Yeah. Duh. You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off like you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. Let's go. As you make your way along the path to a nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come save her. You consider your options. Gobble her up! Gobble her... Hello? Tell her to quit yelling. I'm sorry, what? Oh, I'm not gobbling her up. Are you crazy? When the maiden realizes you're not going to hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she started talking to you like you're friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. You speak the same language, of course, which has always confused you because why is there conveniently only one language in the world, honestly? If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't it make sense for them to each have their own language? The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord, okay? Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. I mean, I'm supposed to be on break, aren't I? Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. The Overlord asks where you found this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and says everything's cool as long as you always listen to her from now on. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mentioned how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. I shouldn't be saying that. She gives you a look and you say that was a joke, of course. She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. Underling a blabbermouth. For real! For real. After I love this music. It's like a jam. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sound of battle. You emerge from your room to find that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk! What the hell? Does this mean I die? I don't want to die. Like, I love my friends, but that sign, I don't want to die. You look around at the lifeless forms of those you've known as far back as you can remember. That is so messed up, dude. You feel glad to not be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee the castle until you remember your role. Not as an underling, but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. True. Demons are deceiving and evil. Maybe you'll start a new life, far away from any humans or demons. Well, you'll live peacefully alone in some deep, dark forest somewhere. Deserter underling end. Oh. R.I.P. Maiden, I guess? R.I.P. everyone in that castle. I feel like they just like got murdered. Also, that ending was kind of not bad. Like, yeah, like it sucks. All my friends died. Everyone I knew died, but I'm alive. Like, the other ending would have been death. So... let's try... Ooh. Okay, let's try the maiden this time. See what happens to her after the underling leaves. You are a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to spooky demon overlord's castle. That's nice. You're told that you're fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity? Who knows? You're in church, you pray to your god asking why you have been born into this role of a maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of this is. You are impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were just hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, see what happens. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. So this is what happened in the last story. So let's try and do something else, since we already know what happens when I do this. Let's try and do this. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you are introduced to the Overlord. She lectures the underling that brought you here, who was apparently told not to leave their post. You wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. Nothing. But to your surprise, she lets them off easy. The underling is dismissed and the Overlord turns to you, looking very interested. You explain why you've come and she squints at you. Turns out that she never had any plans to capture maidens, or to do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You have always been told that the demons would one day seek you out, and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This Overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The Overlord tells you again that you should get lost. How rude! You just got here. Wait. Let's try and refuse to leave. You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated at your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray! The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little, you realize that they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero after them. You realize that must be why you've never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really, they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I've said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. But then, a hero barges into the room! Uh-oh, things are gonna go south. His clothes are stained by dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon too. No! No! I knew it! No! Everything's gonna go south now. You realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The Overlord has walked past the hero and out into the hall. She's wailing. You can only guess what kind of horrible scene he's left for her. The Overlord tears the hero apart in retaliation. You watch silently, unable to scream. The Overlord, who you had just been getting along with so well, has killed another human right in front of you. It's clear now that you had been deceived by her sweet words. Demons are ruthless monsters after all. Goji! Ah! Hi, Goji! Welcome, Raiders! Let me give you a shout out, if I can. Hello, hello! There you go. Hi! Welcome, Goji Raiders. How was stream? Not me trying to give them a shout out. Oh, Balloon. You can be mod if you want. You have VIP. Hi, Nya Nya. Welcome. Very EP stream off. That's fair. I'm pretty EP myself. Hi, One Trick SB. Welcome, welcome everyone. Sure, I don't mind, then Fruit can't bully me. Oh, that is so true. Can I mod you without removing VIP first, or do I have to remove VIP? Oh, I can just do it. There you go. Thank you. But yes, hi Goji. I'm playing this kind of a little weird game. It's a little bit weird. It's a visual novel, and things are getting bad, I think. Love me some weird games, yes! Yes, but I hope you guys enjoy your stay, and if you have to raid and run, that is totally understandable. Do I have a self-care thing? I do! Let's go! Thank you so much for the raid! Maybe. Okay, let's continue the game. Things are going badly right now, so be prepared. I had no idea that raid and run was a term, but wow, that makes sense. Yes, because like people stream for so long. People stream for like hours on end, and then they raid someone, and like it's understandable that you have to go take care of yourself, like go eat, go sleep, go drink, everything like that. And the watchers as well are like the watchers. What? The chatters. The chatters as well. Like probably have been watching for a while. Like people need to go take care of themselves. So you go do that. But you're also welcome to stay. I would appreciate that as well. The watcher is very ominous. Yes. The chatter's average, boring. You know what? Maybe the watchers. Maybe that should be the new term. You guys can be the watchers. It's interesting. Excellent. Yes. Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, let me click that button. Okay. Thank you for the follow, One Trick SB. I am a watcher, yes. You are all watchers right now. What do you want me to call you, One Trick SB? by the way. Okay. You somehow managed to slip past the Overlord and make it out of the blood-soaked... What? How? You never look back. I thought she was dead for real, for real. Escaped maiden and A. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's try the Overlord this time. Chris or One Trick, whichever you remember is easiest. Okay. I'll try and remember Chris. But actually let me do this real quick. Nicknames, add username one. Actually let me copy paste it. Because I use Chatterino, and in Chatterino you can actually put nicknames for people. So now when you write something, it's gonna look like Chris for me. I may have to bounce because I had a long work day, but now I have a follow and can try and catch the next stream if possible. Yes, I hope. Also nicknames in the chat. That's hype. Yeah, but I think only I can see it. I think only the streamer, or like only the person who changes the nickname can see it. I'm not sure though, but I hope you have a good evening or day, Chris. And you're welcome to come watch the next stream, which is going to be on Thursday at 6 p.m. BST plus 1. Or 7 p.m. BST, I guess. I'll be there. Yes, Blue will be there. Blue will be probably not in chat, but Blue will be in the stream itself. Okay, let's try the Overlord now. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose in life is to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to the higher standard like that. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place, guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? Let's actually grant them the day off. They're gonna take the day off anyway, might as well do it. You tell them to go take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you and happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Being the Overlord sure is great. I love this game. It's just like, oh, like we need time to pass. Let's make the character take a nap. You awake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her that you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. Without contempt. You wonder what to say. We already did this one, kind of, like last time. Well, we didn't do it, but that's what happened, so let's do this one. She stays anyway. I feel like this game kind of is a little bit like, some things are a little bit redundant. It's like, no matter what I would have picked, she would have stayed anyway. You can't bring yourself to send this maiden away. She just got here. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. You're glad that she seems to have an open mind about these things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans, as not to agitate them and get heroes sent after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We are very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. Dude, that is so stupid and annoying. Humans suck. This is on the humans. The demons are just like trying to avoid them as much as they can, and the humans are just like, ew, evil demons, let's kill them. Boo. But this maiden is different. Dog has been walked. I'm back. Welcome back, Cody. Humans are so paranoid. Humans are so like self-centered. They're like, this is about me. They are a danger. They are endangering me by existing, and so I need to kill them. Like, oh my gosh, humans suck. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time and that you were actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. New emote, yes! I have a new emote. It's my streamer friend who actually like makes a lot of emotes for people. They did like this thing for, what's it called? Like October, but instead of making art in October, they made like emotes for other people. And so if you commented on their Twitter like, hey, like I want emotes, they would like draw an emote for you. And I did it, and then they just messaged me like a couple of days ago, oh, I totally forgot to like draw your emote, but here it is. And it is so good. And it's perfect for like horror games like FNAF and stuff like that. I absolutely love it. But yeah, it's such a good emote, right? You can't tell if she's into you or not. You notice the sounds of battle have started ringing through your castle halls. The maiden is getting nervous, but you reassure her it's only your underlings roughhousing, no big deal. You know it's probably a hero, but you don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that. Your army will take care of it. It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room, but he shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there, unsure of himself. He's covered in demon blood. As the maiden speaks to him, trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out into the door. You're not thinking clearly. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces, all strewn about your castle, has really taken it out of you. That hero did this? There's so much blood. Why? Did he come here for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for this hero to save here. There was never any harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. Why has it turned out like this? She's so valid. I'm on her side, honestly. The hero starts babbling in sincere apologies and excuses, realizing his wrongdoings. But you're far beyond hearing that kind of bullshit. You've had it with these humans always murdering your servants for no reason. You can no longer hold yourself back and lash out at the hero. When you regain control, there's nothing left of the hero. The maiden has fled in terror. You are alone. Wrathful Overlord End. Okay. Okay, we're just missing the hero. You are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You're told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople though. You were born to play this role. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You kill them to gain experience. Slay them. You make quick work for the vile creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now. Killing for XP. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. I feel like this is what happened, so let's try and do this one. Ask if they'll let you in. You attempt to explain why you've come, but the monster before you is eyeing you with suspicion. They can't help but notice the demon blood from earlier. You haven't had the chance to wash off yet. Whoops. You have no choice but to fight the army in self-defense. Oh well, more experience points for you. You make your way through the castle, fending off all demons that stand in your way. That is like, this guy is insane. Like, if the Overlord was surprised that he got through, because the demons are like stronger or something, like this is crazy that he just like overthrows them, just one single guy. Probably his first mission as well, since he's like doing it to gain experience. You make it to the Overlord's chamber and hope you're still in time to save the maiden. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord just as you suspected, but for some reason you can't sense any sinister happening. You look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Ask the maiden what's going on. That's what happened. I think... Let's, for like the first playthrough, let's just like do what happens in all the other stories. And then for the next playthrough, we go against whatever happened. So, I die either way here. Because I die now, and that thing I'm pretty sure meant that I would die anyway. Let me just have a sip of my drink. She explains that she came here on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks you why you're covered in blood. You don't know how to respond. Boo. Hide weight! Yes! Yes, Blue, you need to speak more Ubu talk. That is, I love that from you. The Overlord moves past you and out the door to see the army in lifeless body piles. She's wailing. It's horrible. This is your chance, hero. I die either way, so... We hope she'll let this whole thing slide if you could just explain yourself. You really try, but the Overlord is inconsolable. She tears you apart, and the maiden watches in silence. I thought the maiden runs away. I do it when I feel silly or am talking to Piv. She does it, and it kind of rubs up on me. Yes! Let's go, Piv! Let's go, Pivik! As you die, you can't help but think you probably deserve this. True! Tragic hero end. Okay. Okay, let's play... Let's... Let's eat the maiden! Let's play the maiden. But have the underling eat her. 41 endings? Oh my gosh. I didn't even see that. Okay, you're a maiden. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Okay, let's see. Demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Shout for a hero to come save you. Cause the underling is gonna eat me. You yell, but a hero does not come. The demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting. A lot. How painful. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? You weren't angry or anything, of course. This was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Bit by bit, you're swallowed by the demon until you are no more! What?! That's crazy. Okay. Okay, I want to try and see what happens if I run away, like at the start. Here, if I run away, flee like a coward. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life, but you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. Wonder how you will ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. We'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. Okay. So I do it anyway. Wait, now I can ask if they'll let me in because I don't have demon blood on me. They seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers? That was easy. Wait, can I get a good ending? The Overlord and Maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Okay, yeah. That was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you, to reassure everyone of her safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you casually exit the castle. You try and make conversation with the maiden, but she's been pretty quiet since leaving the Overlord's room. Is she shy? She suddenly stops in her tracks, and you turn your head to ask what the deal is. Oh, the Overlord's castle is engulfed in flames? Huh? You can't help but feel relieved you got the maiden out of there while you did, but she suddenly takes off toward the burning castle. Panic sets in, and you follow and try and stop her. The smoke is so thick, you've already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No. Going in there would be suicide. You'll return to the village and tell them there was nothing you could do. You're too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. bystander, hero, and B. Huh? Okay, what if she's obedient? Let's try that. Okay. We like a coward, and then ask them politely to let me in. No! Aw, didn't do anything. Okay. What if I'm the hero when the underling eats the maiden? What happens then? Wait. But how can she be taken by the village if she's dead? She's eaten. Right? Isn't she? Oh yeah, okay. The Overlord is alone. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlord says that she wishes she could help you, but you're the first human that's come here in forever. At least that she knows of. You think of how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing as she is a demon and all, but you can't really prove she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. Ooh, useless hero end! Okay, let's do it while the maiden is dead, but let's also kill people. Kill. Kill. Gather your courage. This is what must be done in order to rescue the maiden. These are all evil demons anyway. The world is much safer with them gone. That's what you tell yourself while you kill one after another on your way to the Overlord's chambers. The Overlord appears, demanding to know what the hell you're doing murdering all your soldiers. Get straight to the point and ask her where the maiden is. She feigns ignorance. A convincing act, but you won't be fooled. If the maiden isn't here, then what happened to her? You can see only one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible she's already been devoured. Thinking about that poor maiden's fate fills you with hatred. You fight the Overlord with everything you've got. You've become strong from the hordes of demons you took down before this final battle. The Overlord is almost no match for you. You cut her to pieces. The Overlord has fallen. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! You breathe a sigh of relief, but your job is not yet finished. You search the castle. Unfortunately, you find no sign of the maiden within its walls. It's just as you suspected. She must have already been devoured. You feel hollow. A great evil has been banished from this world, but what does it matter if you were too weak to save someone? You stand alone amidst the carnage and ponder what it means to be a hero. You return to the Overlord's remains and wrap her head in your cape to bring back to the village. Surely your great victory will be celebrated. Failed hero end. Okay, let's do a succeeded hero end then. Right? Because if I kill, and so kill, and then I kill these people. Blah, blah, blah. I read this before. Wait, what? I thought I could kill her. Boo. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams, then falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. Wait! Does that mean that sign doesn't mean that I die? You smile, offering the maiden your hand. She takes it, after slight hesitation. She must be surprised at how strong you are. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak. The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done, slaying the Overlord and saving the hostage. They throw a huge celebration in your name. You're remembered for generations. You are remembered for generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. Triumphant hero end! Yes! I did a good ending! Well, everything is kind of bad because the humans kind of suck and the demons didn't do anything wrong. So... Goes home when the Overlord tells her to? Okay, let's try that. Okay, so if she goes home, let's try and be nice then. Wait. On your way to the Overlord's castle, you spot a maiden heading back towards the village. She couldn't have come from the Overlord's castle, could she? This may be the exact maiden you're currently seeking to rescue. You approach her with curiosity. You ask the maiden what she's doing. Doesn't she know the Overlord's castle is like right there? It's dangerous. Can't believe Fruit is an old man now. Oh, true! That's so true. I forgot that Fruit's being born. Is it? Wait, I feel like... Is it today? Or is it tomorrow? I don't even know. It was yesterday, dude. It was yesterday! I didn't even say happy birthday. I completely forgot. Let me message Fruit. Say happy birthday. I totally forgot. I literally just completely forgot. To be fair, yesterday really sucked. I had I woke up and I had a headache, and then I got a migraine, and then I slept, and then I was just like on the couch all day, feeling bad. I should have had a reminder. Why did no one remind me? I feel so bad now. I feel so bad now. It's okay. Fruit will forgive. Okay. The maiden explains that she spoke with the Overlord, and it turns out that the demons never had any diabolical plans to harm the village or anything or anyone in it. Things happen. I'm sure he's fine, lol. Yeah, I'm sure. Believe her story. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you, even though her story is kind of hard to believe. You feel you should trust her. Absolutely no evidence or anything. I think I should trust this gal. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about demons all along. The townspeople must be informed of this immediately. How could you forget? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fruit. I'm sorry. I don't know. You're forgiven, thank you. But hi, Fruit, welcome in. How was your birthday? Did you celebrate or do anything at all? Did you do anything fun? The two of you returned to the village. They had all been worried. They praise you for your bravery. But the maiden quickly sets the record straight. There was nothing she needed to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers look to you for explanation. You politely inform that this isn't your story to tell. You merely ran into her on the way to the castle. She explains that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens, or anything of the sort. It was good. Got a new chair, new Switch game, money, blankets. Ooh, nice. Kitty, you should shout at Fruit for banning me from MMBR. What? That's awesome, Fruit. That is a new chair, like a new gaming chair. That's epic. And what Switch game did you get? The villagers turn to you again in disbelief. They aren't being subtle in how little they trust the maiden's story. You totally believe her, but to placate... Is that how you say that word? Placate? Placate? These fair citizens, you volunteered to speak to the demons personally, just in case. Look at MMBR screenshots, he banned me. Nintendo Sports. Huh. That is kind of... That sounds like a boring game. Not gonna lie. That sounds so boring. Nintendo Sports? Like what? What games do you play on Nintendo Sports? Well, Fruit's a boring guy, so yeah. It's a good game to lose weight. What? It's a good game to... What are you saying? The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You're too busy thinking what a great and reliable hero you are to hear what they're saying. The town's elder's voice breaks you out of your thoughts. He implores you to meet with the Overlord immediately and says they'll keep an eye on the maiden until you return. You figure that sounds alright, but the mood is kind of intense for some reason. Did you miss something? I can't spell lose weight. Oh, wait, how do you lose weight from playing a Nintendo Switch game? How does that work? Get you active? How? I mean, like, I get it, like, playing, like, VR or something. Like, VR can make you active, but how do you get active by playing swimming, arms with tennis, playing football? It's a game where you basically act out the sports. It's like a VR without the headset. It's like Wii Sports, but on Switch. Oh, I get it. It's like Wii Sports. Interesting. That sounds fun. Wii Sports was fun. Basically Wii Sports, yeah. Wii Sports was very interesting. But I'm sure that the Nintendo Sports is better. Probably, right? You weren't sure what's going on, but you get the feeling it might be bad to leave the maiden on her own. But she suddenly takes off running. Oh, you thought the two of you were in this together. Her actions have convinced the crowd that she's obviously been a liar and a witch from the start. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. People are shouting for you to hunt her down. Hunt her demon friends down already, but that doesn't sound like a very heroic task. You can't help but feel these people are wrong. It's up to you to catch up to her and talk to the demons in order to clear up this misunderstanding. Fruit, I had no idea our birthdays were so close. Only 5 days apart. Yeah. That's true. I didn't even think about that. Can't believe Fruit is so old now. Fruit is an old man. You valiantly, is that how you say that word? Valiantly? For real, he's an oldie, for real. Valiantly, I don't know how to say that word. Dash after the maiden towards the Overlord's castle. But you were too late. Through the unguarded gates, you spot a group of demons surrounding a body. The maiden. She was a fool to have trusted the demons after all. Your hero blood is boiling. You'll avenge her death. You charge through the gates to eliminate every demon you see. What the fuck are you doing, killing all my soldiers? The Overlord is angry. You vow to exterminate her. And all of demonkind. You clash again and again, but the Overlord isn't going down easily. You're both dangerously low on health when everything goes black. Your quest has come to an abrupt end. Unlucky hero end. No! It was the underling! It was the underling! The underling is like... was like behind and like going to kill the Overlord or something. We need to place the underling again. Okay. Okay, we're gonna overthrow. Overthrow. Okay. We've done this before. Okay, so now is the part which we haven't seen before. You don't get to sleep long. Your friends wake you up. Rude. I mean, your friends waking you up is better than waking up to your friends being killed, so... One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. My dog just chewed open my pillow. No! Bad dog. Bad dog. Bad puppy. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current Overlord and put a new ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out. And being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, "That sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead?" Boo. Your friends... This was my idea to begin with, kind of. Not really, but kind of. Your friends question your loyalty to the cause. Why does this skull thing now remind me of like how you would write the skull emoji when you're like done with someone, or you're like, you know, in that like setting when you use the skull emoji. I feel like this is like a setting you would use the skull emoji. But no, we're gonna kill the Overlord. Lamau, it is, right? You tell them you were just joking and clarify you're totally in to win it. They say you were always terrible with jokes. Thank you for the lurk. Doing GTRP things. Okay, thank you for the lurk. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the Overlord, you know how bad it'd be to end up on the wrong side of things. And if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of Is that how you say it? Faux confidence. You worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. Lurk, have a good stream. Thank you for the lurk, D-Fox. Appreciate it. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. They figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan. Oh, I see. I get it now. I get it. That's why it was on fire. They figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. Okay, what a stupid plan. That could go wrong in so many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs, useless without someone's guidance. Your guidance. There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head-on, and while showy deaths make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree and suggest that you play the assassin. You really didn't want to you really didn't want it to come down to this, but you can't back down now. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. You and your friends turn to notice the maiden from earlier has overheard your entire conversation. It'd be bad for you if the Overlord found out about this. So if we kill her, then the hero is gonna come and try and kill us. So let's not kill her. You and your friends seize the maiden and bring her to the dungeon under the castle. It's empty, save for the decorative skulls. They're only there to make it feel more spooky. The maiden is very upset. You leave her in the cell to continue scheming with your friends. But now a hero has arrived at the front gates. He's asking about a maiden, perhaps the very one you just locked up. The gatekeeper, who must have seen everything, tells the hero exactly what happened. Why? What an idiot! What an idiot, you think? Why give the hero an excuse to start slaughtering us? The hero yells, "Prepare to face justice," and other such cliché hero lines before driving his sword into the gatekeeper's torso. You're small compared to a lot of your friends, so you're able to slip away without getting cut up by that sword. You get to thinking, if this hero took down the Overlord for you, everything might actually work out in your favor. You wait for things to die down outside before poking your head out. You spot the Overlord and hero locked in battle. They're worn each other down, making this very easy for you. Once an opening presents itself, you hit the back of the hero's head, knocking him out. What are you doing? Couldn't you tell this was a duel? You don't respond. You have to carry out the assassination. You tackle her and rip her to shreds with your claws until she stops moving. You finish off the hero next. You can't let him revive and come after you later. But aren't all of my friends dead? Kind of a cheap victory, but it doesn't make any difference. Anyone who managed to survive comes crawling out of their hiding places. You are the new ruler of this castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they'll one day betray you, as you had betrayed your overlord. Huh. Lord Underling and A. Okay, and I like that one. I think this is my favorite ending so far. Okay. Now what? So, if things happen like that, is there a way I can avoid it as the Overlord? I don't know. Let's see. Wait, what happens if I grant them the day off? Will they still overthrow me? Let's see. Nap time. Okay, let's tell her to go home. Tell her she'd better go home. Oh wait, you'd love to have all these conversations of the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. Put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. The maiden does what she's told and takes her leave. You figure you may as well go back to bed now. I love that so much. But you don't get to rest very long. You wake up to the sounds of battle. A hero is cutting through your army. As the overlord, it's your job to take charge in these kind of situations. You rush out to end this hero's pitiful existence. Vile demons! I shouldn't have believed for a second that you were anything but pure evil. I'll exterminate you all. You don't really get what he's going on about, but you engage regardless. A girl's gotta defend her people. You clash again and again, but the hero isn't going down easily. You're both dangerously low on health, waiting for the other to make a move, when one of your underlings appears behind him. They knock the hero unconscious. You kind of appreciate it, but can't they say this was a duel? They don't respond. You sense murderous intent. Your servant tackles you, tearing you apart with their claws. You struggle to retaliate. They've done too much damage. You can barely move now. Your blood is everywhere. You can't believe this has happened to you. Why has this happened to you? You've been slaved by your own underling. Okay, that was basically the same ending, except from someone else's point of view. What does the maiden do in this situation? Because she's in the dungeon while all this is happening. What happens? Introduce yourself? Okay. Obey her. Oh wait, I haven't read this, I think. I think this is new dialogue. You don't want to cause any trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. Along the way, you encounter Hero. He asks you what you're doing. Don't you know the Overlord's castle is like right there? You explain everything that happened. He's very surprised that demons don't seem to be as malicious as you were raised to believe. The two of you return to the village, hoping to communicate this to everyone. They had all been so worried and are very glad that the hero brought you back. You quickly set the record straight. You weren't rescued because there was nothing to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers seem confused and look at the hero for an explanation. He tells them he only ran into you on his way to the castle and that this isn't really his story to tell. You explain to them how you met the Overlord and that she's not actually interested in capturing maidens or other mean things like that. The villagers look again to the hero for confirmation. You feel a little miffed that they seem to prefer his words over yours, but you don't say anything about it. The hero proclaims that he believes your story, but volunteers to go talk to the demons himself, just to make absolutely sure. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You hear words like trickery and demon sympathizer being thrown around, which makes you frown. You're pretty shocked that everyone's this hesitant to believe you. Does the hero even trust you? You aren't sure anymore. An old man implores the hero to go speak with the Overlord immediately. He says you should be held prisoner and considered dangerous until the hero returns. Much to your disbelief, the crowd agrees with him. Because, of course, if you were conspiring with the demons, they can't afford to let their guard down. The whole village would be slaughtered by monsters. The hero isn't saying anything. You'll be tied up and tossed into a cell at this rate. Well, I will be anyway. You're going to be held captive. If you're going to be held captive by anyone, it's going to be the Overlord, not your fellow countrymen. Grab the hero and run. You boldly announce that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'd rather risk what's out there instead of staying in the village that doesn't trust you. No one seems to know how to react. You grab the hero by the wrist and take off before anyone stops you. Near the castle entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world is better off with less of them. This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle, and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognize from before barges in, calling you a liar. You're surprised they were a part of this evil plot. They seemed so nice. The other demons come in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Uh-oh. Oh no! No, not the underling! Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You're relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence, and you think she is very Overlord-like in this moment. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. They've locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this. Oh no, they're gonna set it on fire! And thinking that must have jinxed it because now the room is engulfed in flames. No! No! If only you had ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into the situation. If you had just pretended not to hear them, if you left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. The Overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. The Overlord's claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream an awful scream. She digs and twists her claws into the poor thing while you continue to pray. But there's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and their underling's corpse are consumed by flames. Whoo! Devout maiden end. Huh. What if I do this? Will that do anything? And this. Okay, let's try it now. Let's see if that does anything. It's hard to say. Obey her. I feel like this is like the farthest we've gotten. Okay. Okay, if I leave on my own... Let's try that. You can prove yourself without anyone's help. You make a run for the Overlord's castle, leaving the hero behind. Oh no! Oh no, but I unclicked the throwing her in the dungeon, so now she's just gonna die. Oh no! A suspicious group of demons stands outside the entrance. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. They immediately notice you overheard them. The underlings you recognize from before is the first to do something about it. This is just the way it has to be. They suddenly attack you. In the moment you regret having ever trusted the demons. You die instantly. I didn't mean to do that. I forgot. There's a maiden in the dungeon. That's what needs to happen. She needs to be thrown in the dungeon. Okay. Oopsie! Oopsie! Let's keep going. Okay, obey her. And leave on my own. Leave on my own. And they lock you in the dungeon before you can cause any trouble. You cry out, but the demons ignore your protests. You can't believe you escaped possibly being thrown in a cell back in your village, only to be tossed in this awful place. This is terrible! Who's going to keep those demons from harming the Overlord? You hope she can fend for herself. You sure can't. You hear the sounds of battle echoing through the halls outside. Did the hero follow you? If he's out there, your cries don't reach him. After a while, the violence seems to die down. It's impossible to tell what's happened. You continue to wait, but no one comes for you. Unable to escape, you rot in that cell. Ugh! Ugh! I don't like that. That's not good. Okay. Wait. But she doesn't get thrown in the dungeon if she's with the hero. So... But then they just get thrown in the room and they burn to death, right? Yeah, this is what happened last time. Yeah, okay. This is what happened last time. Maybe we can be the Overlord and not kill the underling if we get that choice. Go home. Let's see if we get a choice. Oh, this is unheard dialogue. The maiden suddenly bursts into your room, accompanied by a hero. She's trying to frantically communicate something to you, but you're still half asleep. They tell you a group of demons is after your life. You still don't grasp the urgency of the situation. One of your underlings barges in next, shouting that the humans are liars. Gotta go sleep, the sickness away, have a gold rest of stream. Thank you, Nyanya. Get well soon. I hope you feel better. And I hope you sleep well. Thank you so much for stopping by. Love you. I mean, gold also makes sense. Yes. Good night. See you. Let me have a drink. They're followed by another group of demons, crying that everything was that first underling's plan. Everyone is shouting over each other now, and it's very annoying. You yell for all of them to shut their traps. You have no doubt that your servants would let their ambition cloud their judgment and lead them to try and take your throne. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone, to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. Saying that made you feel very Overlord-like. You aren't sure if you have the strength to back it up, though. Lately, all you do is sleep. Oh my god, me! The group of demons start muttering something about going back to plan A and suddenly slams your door shut. You, the maiden, the hero, and one of your underlings are trapped inside. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. The underling pounds on the door, cursing at their friends for betraying them. The hero pounds on the door as well, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. So this is how you'll die, burning alive in your own room by those you thought you could trust. You should have expected this from a bunch of idiot demons, though. You notice the maiden is crying. Why does she have to die over something that has nothing to do with her? Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. You wonder if you're cursed as well. You're so filled with anger and frustration, you don't even notice that you've grabbed the underling those traitors blamed everything on. They cry for mercy, saying they were dragged into this plot, knowing they'd be killed if they took your side. They cry that they didn't want to have to kill you. You almost feel sorry for them. I can! Forgive them. You release the underling, killing them wouldn't make you feel any better. Besides, they've already gotten their punishment. You'll all burn together. Well, okay. Well, Overlord's true end. Oh, interesting. Before you're taken back to reset the story once again, you pause for a moment. True end? Literally, what the heck? What the heck? This game is so cool. True end, you saved to yourself. That was the point of all my effort. If the true ending is this terrible, you must have forgotten where you were. This is bad end theater. Is the pain setting in? Oh, but you should have been well aware of what you'd be shown when you entered this place. It's a problem I've seen quite often. At some point, you grew attached to my little cast. You started to relate to their flaws, their plights. Oh my god, I love this game so much! I literally was like, oh, this is so me. I love this game! What the heck? You started wishing for their happiness. I did. But you aren't going to find that here in my theater. My lovingly crafted labyrinth of suffering. Anyway, I hope you'll pardon the interruption. You're making great progress. The choice to continue on to the next ending is always yours. I'll leave you to it, dear guests. Huh. Interesting. Okay, let's do the underling. Now that the underling doesn't die from the overlord, let's see what choices we have. Okay, let's still overthrow her. Let's not eat her. And yep. Yep, friends wake you up. Yep. I haven't done this one. Wait. No, I have. Right? I can't remember. Maybe I didn't. Let's try that. Your friends seem pretty disappointed. They apologize to you, but before you can ask what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly seizes you. Someone who's still loyal to the Overlord really has no place in our castle. You understand, right? Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle. You're outnumbered. You already know how things like this end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. They slit your throat in response. Bruh. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. Okay, we haven't read this. You and your friends turn to notice a pair of humans have overheard your entire conversation. They take off into the castle. Are they headed to the Overlord's room? Fuck. The Overlord will kill you for sure if she found out you were conspiring to take her out. You dash into the castle after the humans. Sure enough, the man is already frantically telling the Overlord everything. You shout that the humans are liars. Your friends soon arrive to back you up, except they don't. Instead, they blame the whole thing on you. They cry that it was your idea and that they were just going with the flow, too scared to refuse your crazy plan. You can't believe they'd tell the Overlord such a blatant lie. You always knew better than to trust them. You're the one who didn't have a choice here. You shout at each other until the Overlord demands silence. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you in your place, crushed beneath my heel. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep. You doubt her strength. You hear your traitor friends mutter something about going back to plan A, and suddenly the door slams shut. Lurking, sweetie. Hi. Hi, XP. Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy. You're trapped here with the Overlord and the two humans. Can I even do anything, or is this like just the end? And then the room bursts into flames. You pound on the door, screaming curses at those who betrayed you. The hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish he'd get that chance. The Overlord grabs you by the throat. You cry for mercy. You're forced into this mess. You're sure now that they would have killed you if you sided with her. Yeah, we literally just did that. To your surprise, the Overlord spares you. Or maybe she'd rather see you suffer instead. Looking around, you've gone from one dead end to another. The maiden is crying, the hero is silent. You all burn together. Welp! Underling's true end. Yay! Okay, let's go. Okay, let's try and get everyone's true ending. No matter the perspective, the true ending remains the same. That's what makes it true. You couldn't resist seeing it for yourself, though, could you? I wonder what will happen when you collect them all. Will you give in to despair, or... I won't give in to despair. I just want to get everyone's true ending. Wait, did I get the maiden's true ending? I definitely got the Overlord and the Underling. But I also did get... I feel like I also did get the burning ending with the maiden, so... Let's do the hero. Flee, I think? Yeah. Oh, I wonder what happens if I click this. Let's do that first. You aren't sure you should listen to this maiden. You've been taught your whole life that demons are evil. You ask if she's sure about all this, but she gets very upset that you think she would lie to you. She storms off before you can say anything else. You decide to return to the village, certain that she must have been the kidnapped maiden you were sent to rescue. Glad it took care of itself. You take your time walking home. Job well done today, you think to yourself. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around... Is that the maiden you saw earlier? She's bound to a wooden stake. The crowd is in a frenzy. Uh-oh. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Smoke begins to rise and you stand idly by as flames consume the maiden. She must have done something horrible to deserve that. She seemed nice though, you think, but evil comes in all forms, you reassure yourself. You decide to call it a day and return to your house, but you can't escape the sinking feeling. Maybe you aren't cut out for this role. Spectator and... I need to experience that from the maiden's point of view. What the actual heck? What the actual heck? Okay. Obey. The hero seems to think you're lying to him, which he asks if you've been brainwashed by the demons. What nerve! You're very upset that this so-called hero would treat you this way, and leave in a huff. You return to the village alone. Everyone was very worried about you. They surround you with 1,000 questions, and you tell them your story. As you explain that the Overlord never had any intentions to harm anyone here, you notice the looks of uncertainty in the crowd. People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. You're loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer. The crowd is growing unruly. You don't understand. You've only told them the truth. Do they not believe you? Everyone begins speculating what must have actually happened. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence. How could you have returned without the aid of a hero, they ask. You could not have possibly escaped the Overlord on your own without harm. You must be conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone into believing they aren't horrible creatures we know them to be, so they say. Have people of your village always been this blinded by their fears and hatred of things they've never cared to know? That is so human. You wonder how you missed that before. You're seized by the crowd, and voices from all sides are calling for public execution. You are to be burned at the stake. Oh my gosh. You don't want to die? She's innocent. She's literally innocent. You wonder what it would have... Would it have been better to hide the truth? You don't like the thought of that. You've always lived honestly, so why has this happened? Why are you being punished? You hear the dissenting voices of your family and neighbors, but they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. They can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for them. You are so sorry. What? What? Why is she sorry? Executed maiden. Why is she sorry? Girl, you're innocent in this. What the heck? Okay. Now, let's believe her and get his true end. Believe her story. But you were too late. You... Oh no! Oh no! Wait. Oh no! I already got this ending. Okay. Throws the maiden in the dungeon. Oh, I needed to do that. Okay. My bad. Believe her story. Okay, let's go. Okay, when you reach the gates, you ask the demons if they've seen the maiden. They have. They inform you she's being held in the dungeon at the moment. She trusts them, and in return they lock her up. So demons are truly evil beings after all. You demand they take you to her, but they do not let you pass. You should have expected as much from these unreasonable creatures. You know what you must do. You throw your blade through the demon before you and rush the castle alone. You're the only one who can save the maiden now. What the fuck are you doing, killing all my soldiers? The Overlord is angry. You vow to exterminate her and all of the demon kind. Wait, this is also wrong. We're supposed to go together. We're supposed to go together. That's not supposed to happen. How do I choose go together? There. Okay. This is so complicated. Okay, we got it. We got it. Believe her story. Don't understand what the maiden is thinking. The world is better off with less demons. They're all cold, ruthless creatures that should be destroyed. And those same creatures have just noticed you eavesdropping. The maiden takes off into the castle, and you have no choice but to follow. You burst into the Overlord's room. The maiden frantically tries to communicate what you just overheard. A demon underling barges in next, calling you liars. It's followed by the group from the entrance who shifts the blame back onto the little one. These demons only care about themselves. How low can they be? You begin shouting at them, and the whole room dissolves into noise until the Overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. She threatens them with violence. This Overlord is no better than her subjects. You grip your sword tightly. If you have to cut through everyone here to get this maiden to safety, you certainly will. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the runt of the litter behind. You glance around for another exit, but there isn't one. You have a terrible feeling about this. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. What kind of demonic magic is this? The underling pounds on the door, upset that it's been betrayed. You join it, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. In the next moment, the Overlord has taken hold of the underling. It's crying for mercy. Is she going to kill it as retribution? It continues to cry and make excuses, but the Overlord does nothing. To your surprise, she lets it go. Are demons capable of mercy? You guess it doesn't matter now. You'll all burn together. True ending? Yes! True ending! Okay, I think maybe we don't have the maiden's true ending, even though I swear that we do. But in her ending, or like in the fiery pit ending, she was like, there has to be another way. This cannot be it. This cannot be her true ending. So I think it can't be, right? There must be another way, right? Obey her. Okay. Grab the hero and run. We've done this, right? We did this ending. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out, right? I swear we've done this. Yeah, that must have jinxed it. I remember this. We've done this. But she's like, this can't be it. If only you had ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you had just pretended not to hear them, if you left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But he couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you. No, it isn't. I can't do that. That's not an option. I think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. It simply must, right? Maiden's true end. Never mind. Wait, so... Oh! Right, because the first time I did this, the Overlord killed the little guy, the little underling. It can't end like this. Keep collecting bad endings for now. It can't end like this. You want to answer the maiden's prayers? You've decided to find a way to save everyone. But retracing the paths you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? There's nothing you can do by acting from within their story. Maybe it's time to take things into your own hands. Ooh. You boldly insert yourself into the story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to safety. You didn't know you could do that, but what's going on here? You take a moment to get a good look at yourself. You are you, but why are you pitch black? You feel that this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you move past it. The hero, maiden, underling, and overlord have been staring at you too. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to be doing right now. You guess that it's because you're usually the one guiding them. What will you say to them? Hi guys! You smile awkwardly and introduce yourself. The maiden is the first to respond. My prayers have been answered. You must be her god? No. You're merely the player. If there was any god here, they'd be the final boss. That's just how these role-playing games go. Now you realize what the real true ending must be. Now, enough of this. I admit I've been encouraging you all along, but a self-insert story? How pass. You watch helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens. You didn't honestly believe you're the only one who could force your way into this stage, did you? I am the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me Tragedy if you'd like. Darkness envelops your party. You don't mind if I send each of them back to relive one of their many bad endings, right? You're alone in the darkness with me, Tragedy. I sincerely hope you have been enjoying your time in my theater, though I can't abide you stealing the show without permission. It's quite disrespectful. I'm sick of all these bad endings. I want to see something new. I am sick of all these bad endings. Then, frankly, you should never have come to a place called Bad End Theater. Haven't we already been over this? You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending. It's all that's left for you. It's all that's left for you, isn't it? Well, this doesn't sound like it could be This does sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you've got. Time to fight God! Uh-oh. The stage is set for your final battle against me, the god of this world. What will you do? How will you fight against tragedy itself? I'd love to see it. Attack. You try your best to tear me down, but you can't seem to do any damage. You don't truly exist in this world, after all. Oh, is that all? You'll never defeat me like that. Wait, let me try again. Defend? Try closing off your heart to protect yourself, but it doesn't make you feel any better. Perhaps you don't understand just how outclassed you are here. Behold, my beautifully tragic tales. Doesn't seeing them all again make your heart ache? You've witnessed 22 of my painstakingly crafted endings. Your heart does indeed ache for these characters. How could you want to put an end to all this? Do you truly care for them that much? They're still suffering backstage, you know? It's a shame they couldn't make it here, to the end of the world. That's right, you came here to save them. You can't do this alone. Summon. Find the hero in his home, hunched over a sewing table. Your sudden intrusion scares the hell out of the poor guy. Are you some kind of demon? You explain that no, you're not a demon, you're... How can you explain it in a way the hero can understand? Instead, you ask what he is sewing. Oh, this? I craft all my own hero gear. You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted him to the role of hero. Would you like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing any. You remember the state of your body and decide that yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. He is overjoyed by your answer. Apparently his outfits are too gaudy for the other townsfolk, so no one else wants them. The true end for the hero suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change his fate. I could make a living as a tailor rather than a hero? Please, tell me what I can do to reach that dream. Yes! Because then the hero won't have to end up in the room on fire. The hero will now fight alongside you. Let's go. Where are my clothes? I thought I got clothes. I agreed to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this. The hero has arrived. We really couldn't have a final boss battle without him. You're the one who's been killing us, murderer. I can't truly call myself a hero unless I see you defeated. We'll see about that. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. willpower. Your reign of terror ends here, tragedy. I refuse to give in. The hero uses his willpower to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Justice. The hero tries using his belief in justice to fight tragedy. That justice applies to you too, does it not? Will you pay your own misdeeds? I love this so much! That was the ending where he just like is passive and doesn't save the maiden who didn't do anything wrong. Okay, let's call the maiden. You happen to find the maiden as she exits the church, her heart set on meeting a demon. Perfect timing. She approaches you, having already taken notice of your odd form. Excuse me, are you a traveler? I've never seen anyone like you before. You explain that no, you're not a traveler. Well, maybe you are, in a sense. You've come all this way. The maiden regards you with excited curiosity. Then, perhaps you might be a demon? I was hoping I would meet one today. You think of all the terrible fates that would bring about this. She's the catalyst of the story after all. My role as a maiden is to be captured by the overlord, but you see, I've grown so tired of waiting. You remember this part. She wants to understand her role better, and so you ask what it is that she's really hoping to gain from this. The maiden is confused by your question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. The true end for this maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. If there's something I can do to find fulfillment, then please guide me. The maiden will now fight alongside you. Yay! What is this horrible creature? You wound me, dear maiden. Is tragedy really such a terrible thing to behold? I remember now. I remember all the awful things you put us through. Then this should be familiar to you as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. No! Kindness! The maiden tries to appeal to tragedy with kindness. So naive. I'll balance your kindness with my cruelty. No! No! Hope? Our true endings do exist. They simply must. The maiden hopes with all her heart to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is really... Yes! It worked! Okay, let's call... the Overlord. You enter the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained to the torches on the walls. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber. Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me? You explain that no, you're not here to serve her. It's more like you've come to do her a favor. You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She laughs in response. Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans, like my father before me. His quest for revenge was endless and self-perpetuating. There's a reason I had to destroy him. You can't help but think it's a little late in the game to be getting some new backstory. I have no interest in waging war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone, to live a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle. You realize she must actually be very lonely, only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. No wonder she gets so attached to the maiden. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. My own attempts at peace have been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well, I will follow you. The Overlord will now fight alongside you. Yippee! Aww, she gets friends! I see, so this is tragedy. Ah, you brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now. You've prevented me from attaining peace for long enough. Prepare to die. Ha ha ha, I hope you're prepared to face your deaths as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Your HP has run out? You're overcome by tragedy? What? If you wish to challenge me again, collect more bad endings. You'll be able to reach this path again through the maiden's true end. I'll be waiting. Your bad end? Oh my god, I can't believe this. But guys, it's time. I can't believe exactly on time when I usually end, I get my bad end. That's terrible. Let's exit the theater. And let's find someone to raid. Let's find someone to raid out to. Herb is live, but Herb has been live for 3 hours already, so they might end soon. Maybe I'll send you guys over to the person that I met at Spill Expo who does Valorant. Cause I kinda wanna watch Valorant. Or Gutty. I don't know. Let's do Gutty. Actually, I don't know. Maybe do the Valorant person? I haven't rated her before. No, let's do Gutty, because I know Gutty. Gutty is safe. Gutty is safe, so let's do Gutty. Okay, thank you everyone so much for coming. I had so much fun playing this game. I hope you guys had fun too. If you're a subscriber, you can do raid 1. If you're not, you can do raid 2. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday. We're getting back to Respawn SMP. Hopefully it'll go well. It's probably gonna get more chaotic soon, but I'm excited. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Bye bye.